At least 12 people were killed and another 40 were wounded. These are the consequences of yesterday's shelling of Severodonetsk. The enemy army is simply trying to wipe the city off the face of the earth.
Starting in the morning, Russians began chaotically shelling the main city of the region with heavy weapons. The shelling continues today. Mostly it is targeted hits on residential buildings. Serhiy Haidai, head of the Luhansk Regional Military Administration.
However, even under ceaseless fire, the evacuation from the city continues. 37 people were able to be evacuated from Severodonetsk, Lysychansk and Bilohorivka the day before, but there are still about 50,000 residents in the region. Hostilities do not stop in the Donetsk region either. The Russians failed to cut off the road to Bakhmut. Ukrainian defenders fought back against the invaders. Also, the day before, Bakhmut was subjected to 6 missile, bomb and air strikes. The enemy also hit neighboring settlements.
One of the settlements also from which the enemy was moving has been liberated. So heavy fighting continues, it's very hard. People need to evacuate to make it easier for us to liberate our territory. Pavlo Korolenko, head of the Donetsk Regional Military Administration.
The Russian occupiers continue to clear the rubble of the Mariupol drama theater on which they themselves dropped a bomb in March. The bodies of the dead are removed by trucks in the direction of Stary Krim town. This was reported by the advisor to the mayor of Mariupol, Petro Andrushenko. He also noted that the city fears an outbreak of cholera. As a result of numerous damages, drinking water is mixed with the sewage water. There are still our servicemen on the territory of the Azovstal. The night before, the deputy commander of the Azov regiment, Sviatoslav Palomar, recorded a short video.
The command and I are in the territory of Azovstal Iron and Steel Works. An operation is underway, the details of which I will not disclose. I want to thank the whole world and Ukraine for their support. See you.
The enemy intensified the shelling of the Kharkiv region. The Kiev district came under fire. The shell hit the boiler house of the Institute for Endocrine Pathology Problems. The head of the Kharkiv Regional Military Administration, Oleg Syneguba, reported that 1 person was killed and 5 were wounded over the past day. Among them is a 13-year-old child. But our defenders continue to push the enemy back from the occupied territories.
The enemy has concentrated all his attention on defending his own positions. Our armed forces are struggling, they are driving the enemy out of the northern outskirts of the city, occupying strategic heights and forcing the aggressor out of local settlements.
The Russian military does not allow humanitarian aid to enter occupied Balaklia and neighboring settlements. In the Donetsk and Luhansk directions on Thursday, servicemen of the Joint Forces operation repelled 14 attacks of the Russians and destroyed 8 enemy tanks, 14 units of armored combat vehicles, 6 units of automotive equipment and 1 unmanned aerial vehicle.
For me, it is a matter of principle that we liberate the Kherson region, and as hard as possible for both the collaborators and the Russian military. The Zaporizhia region. We need the waters of the Sea of Azov. I am for forgetting the word Russians in the Kharkiv region at all. I am for forgetting the word Russians in the Luhansk and Donetsk regions. I want the criminal elements who call themselves an authorities to not exist physically. Mikhailo Podolyak, advisor to the head of the Office of the President of Ukraine.
President of Ukraine Volodymyr Zelensky also noted that the final stage of the war would be the most difficult and bloody, and it is not worth rushing back from abroad just yet. Reported by Marina Stepanenko, Mariana Krechet, UATV News.